Well, there's another doubleheader. What do you have it? The IPL 2021 is coming to a fantastic climax, and we've got a man back, a prince back. Cricketing royalty hits us in cricket.com. The smile tells it all. Brian Lara, thank you for gracing your presence once again. It's Punjab, Chennai, but before that, how are you?
It's fine. I'm fine. Nice couple of days off. Not a couple of days off. A couple of weeks off from getting destroyed by the machine, Crickletics. So I'm looking forward to coming back and stamping my authority. But it's been good. The IPL has been great. You see Sharjah where you thought 200 plus runs was the norm last year. It's now become a graveyard for batsmen, and but things are heating up. Important clashes coming up at the end of this preliminary round.
Yup, it's the business end of the tournament, and there's definitely some business for you to do in terms of the Crickletics. One second, what? We're hearing that Brian Lara has also signed up with us at the World Cup. I mean, am I hearing that right in my ear? Brian, it's a big breaking news. Can you just tell the viewers of cricket.com that you're also going to be part of the world's biggest extravaganza on cricket.com?
Yeah, it will be amazing. I've enjoyed this. I hope you guys make it a little bit easier for me. Well, I hope the countries that are playing in the World Cup make it easier for me, because the IPL has been tremendous, very competitive, very difficult to predict who's going to do well, who's going to win. The Cricket World Cup may have some easy matches, but I think it's going to be an amazing event. And I look forward to working with cricket.com on this platform and bringing to the cricket lovers and all our subscribers the best information they can get on the World Cup.
I mean, he's just a class apart, isn't he? I mean, we saw it on the field, now off the field as well. He's kind of stealing my job, but we love it, Brian. We'll get to the things which matter then, because mathematically, the Kings, the Punjab Kings, do have a chance. And this is what I'm going to show you right now, a scenario. Apparently, if they bundle out the Chennai Super Kings in this one for, say, 83 or 84 and chase it down in 4 overs, they go through, which is quite something. But let's be honest. Ultimately, this game is about CSK not losing 3 in a row. Talk to me about CSK Punjab. What are your first thoughts?
Yeah, well, I think Punjab Kings are going to find it very difficult to qualify from here. The sort of mathematical situation that have to take place is going to be just too much. Yes, CSK has played good cricket. For me, they're still the team that has so much strength throughout their batting lineup. And yes, their bowling is not maybe as potent as, say, a Delhi Capitals, but their bowling is formidable. When Deepak Chahar is firing and Dwayne Bravo, of course, picks up wicket, Hazelwood, of course, it's a world-class bowler. So that is maybe their weaker side. But for me, Chennai Super Kings have played good cricket. Couple losses recently, but I don't think it will deter them from getting into the top 2 and having maybe the best chance of all the teams to win, as far as I'm concerned. I see the Delhi Capitals, of course, they will take up favoritism after beating CSK. But let me tell you something, when it comes to playoff and MS Dhoni and that group of experienced cricketers that he has, it's going to be tough to beat them.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, if that happens, I'll be something to write home for the Chennai Super Kings fans. Let's move on to Punjab Kings, because I'm not going to ask you about the match, but I'm going to ask you about who you'd retain. Say, if you were in that Preeti Zinta camp, being one of the owners, you're looking at the mega auction next year. Are there inevitable names? Name me 3 players that you can retain as a Punjab Kings owner, Brian.
Well, I think the opening pair of Mayank Agarwal and KL Rahul has been so good for them. I think that it's not the it's all and end all of opening pairs. I mean, but I think if you can have an opening pair like that and a lot of gun players, a lot of aggressive players to come, because these guys on an average bat, more than 8 to 10 overs majority of the matches. So you need some really aggressive players. I mean, Nicholas Puran is also a very aggressive player. I mean, he has a big reputation. Did not fire this IPL, so I don't know how they're going to look in his direction. But to release a player like Nicholas Puran, it's a very dangerous proposition, because when he's on the go, there's not much players as good as him. had to say that they should keep him because he did not fire. And I mean, when you're playing for this type of money and you have these kinds of contract, you have to fire. You can't have an off year. You have to be able to do something, even if it's just for half the tournament. So to answer your question, I would go with KL Rahul, Mayank Agarwal, and Ashdeep Singh. That would be my three. I feel Ashdeep Singh's got a big career ahead of him, and an awesome bowler, very young. But then there are a lot of guys who I want to grab back in the auction. You know, the Bishnois, the Puran. These are the guys that I want to get back in the auction. But in terms of building a solid Indian base of cricketers, two of them batsmen, and a left-arm fast bowler that has a lot of potential would be my three.
Yeah, those are fantastic choices. And who knows, like you said, the right to match cards might be there for a Ravi Bishnoi or potentially someone else. Let's move on to the predictions. But before that, it's a fan question we're asking for the cricket.com goodie bag today. And it's a simple one today. The fact that, just wait for it, because at the end of the day, we're asking you who will hit the most sixes in this match. Now, we've seen quite a few power hitters in Punjab and Chennai. Brian, do you want to just randomly shout out a winner? Most sixes in this match, CSK Punjab?
I think it's going to be Faf du Plessis.
Wow,
That
is a bold pick. Indeed. I mean, because KL Rahul's hit the most maximum, but you've gone, of course, Faf du Plessis. Let's see if you choose Faf in terms of your batsman picks, because the machine has gone for his partner in crime, Ruturaj Gaikwad.
Yes, hard to pick between the two, but I think Faf du Plessis will want to get back up there and runs. I mean, it's amazing to see Ruturaj Gaikwad bat. He's outstanding, and of course the other team, KL Rahul and Mayank Agarwal, also very good picks. But I just feel that maybe the most determined to score runs would be an international player with that big auction coming about, and I'm sure that Faf du Plessis wants to spend a few more years in the IPL. So I think that there's this outside influence that I feel that he's gonna go big today.
He is going to go big today, according to Brian. So put your bets accordingly and use the cricket.com app for all the other information you know. Now, bowlers, Brian, you mentioned him just a while ago. Arshdeep Singh is what Critlytics fancies. You can't look past the left armer, given his form.
That's Critlytics' choice.
The recency bias.
I would tend to want to go with the team that I feel is going to win the match, which I think is CSK. And in terms of wicket-taking ability, from the performances of Dwayne Bravo so far in the tournament, it's been excellent. And he had a couple of games where they gave him a rest. I was a bit puzzled by the fact that he only came on to bowl somewhere, in the 18th over. Kind of confused me. But in this match, I think he's going to be used properly. And he's a wicket taker. So I'm going to go with Dwayne Bravo as my main wicket taker in this match.
Yeah, I mean, talk about Critlytics having a recency bias. You, of course, just being biased to your countrymen, but we love it. Now, it would be daft of me to ask you who you're backing in this one, because you've reiterated throughout the show that it's Chennai Super Kings. It is the Kings to, of course, lose this one, if you know what I mean. But I'm going to ask you another question in terms of how convincing can Chennai Super Kings win? Will it be a close nip and tuck affair, or how do you see the game go about?
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be easy, because a team like Punjab Kings, who have in front of them the mathematical equation of getting in, they could be very destructive. And we saw Mumbai Indians take on Rajasthan Royals, and knowing exactly what they had to do to give themselves a better chance if it came down to run rate. And they scattered out Rajasthan Royals, and then they chased down in 8.1 overs. And that is the sort of performance that you might see from Punjab Kings. Let's give ourselves a chance. This is not a game of just winning. This is a game of winning by a wide margin. So they could surprise CSK. And in taking that into consideration, it's not going to be an easy fight for CSK to win this game. Oh, on the other hand, it can all blow up in the face of Punjab Kings, and with their big effort, it can all fall to pieces very quickly. But I think that their batting is solid, especially up front, and I feel that they're going to give themselves the best chance possible.
Right. Let's see if Brian's predictions come true. We'll hold him hostage, of course, post-match. So catch us for that because, of course, got back-to-back games, and we'll preview the next one with him in the next video. So thanks for watching. Subscribe, and we'll catch you soon.